team. Example, Chelsea team not on BG League, the players over there were not the best of players. But let me look at Victor Moses' profile. Let me look at Marco Alonso profile. Let us deploy a system boom. Yem bring you out of our shell. They give you the best. We are so the League. And you will be so he is a player and a system manager. Pep Guardiola is a clear example. In terms of players, Obetumanya the best out of players. In terms of fast systems and he does that into perfection. Now, sir, Oba Liverpool CC in common now, opening or and slot. Clearly, Achrameyati says system and a boy manage league. Of a far judging clubs made system with only one acquisition in Federico Chiesa and or the Premier League, Emma Club, friends at Liverpool. Going into the next season, your money sika in excess of 450 and what players Edward Maba. He is yet to get the best out of those players to fit into the system. Or no one system. So such a coach, or Brenner catch them saying players now or mobile money results. Obi contract extensions on your Van Dijk into one and steady hat team. No, Yanko Bimram. Now let me give you series of examples that I see under Slot. Players that are now no more now see Papa Naba or Barbie or the new ones pick the right back position. You pardon Jeremy Frimpong, be injuries and then Niema. The onset that more be but games now I want to find a campaign time I ball so was like the right back and now Bradley able right back. Omumudia he and I'm the best of performance. Omubia no Frimpong and no Yepe. Go to the left back position. Or confirm Milos Kekic. I'm bringing Milos Kekic in the discussion because ABO Bibeka Chelsea say Konate and Kwa Liverpool will go and get McGill from Crystal Palace or a Premier League player into adaptation and your problem. That is why Milos Kekic comes into the discussion. He is a player who has been in the Premier League for FC Bournemouth. He bought last season. We and so open laterals are not more than so any pa. Now I knew two or 3. Oba Liverpool one switch environment and Kobe is the same Premier League. Akosi saying he's underperforming. In TNA, the no honor you who is sending more than ever from all faded up. The same person is playing and giving Liverpool the best of performances. In the on church now share Florent Witt. Kwesi and the stories no do come say German national team coach and say and yet Witt and the entire Liverpool City team and Ebre. Iketike is the only player with my Mickey case at the Amman or Bayern for Alexander Isak also in the Premier League. And let nobody deceive Liverpool. I think that at the ever Boa and Slot and say Sadia and the system new players now and approve actually say or your coach or the Oba you cannot just fit into the system the soonest to get results. You need time. So when you have time there, he need the key component of the team now for them to make sure say integration of the new boys no kakran or sha omu in. Even with Van Dijk and Konate, Liverpool Ebre, how sure are you say a new center pair partner Van Dijk nims on no bono tackle no uncle. He is a very good reader of the game. First play and anchor for the first contact, do the dirty job for him. Now unclear you already at your kama amount. Say because a Konate intimate surge many be brilliant into the Liverpool Airbrand. Joke of a new player but who is not able to do that for Van Dijk, nor the Adriana Akova Eddie Amoa. What it means is that the goals conceding rates now Liverpool agency and the probability that it will go higher than you are keeping Ibrahim Konate. Again, I am somebody who still believes that Konate on fading out, he is not bad. But uncertainties now is surrounding when the new season enkoyi. Say me Liverpool. And I may advise Liverpool. I will tell them, sit the boys down. Get the best out of him. Whatever he wants, I want a contract negotiation. Sort those things out. Say player now doing and then call or China Mister or Bobo now. It is difficult for you to get the best from.
Don't you think, say? Sometimes, Obiti said Jimmy Carragher Liverpool. Yeah. Yes, I agree with you. One said that Mobo giddy. But if you say Liverpool team, no. Yeah. Say yeah, but defenders ain't doing
of course, 740 something games.
So I say, only doing film. So as well, some sort of soft out to be the match team. Yeah. And he said. Yeah, trying to convince the player to play for the team. Yeah. Now player ne person kwa. And I'm come doing Mfancheno. He's talking more of like a supporter.
Yeah. But he's a legend of the club.
I know.
or Kasa as a pundit and a supporter, but don't forget the status as a legend of the club. You know, sometimes some player next year, a true and true son of the club, and I address him.
Yeah.
No, who the actual Alexander Arnold now how the supporters are even treating him. Somebody who played almost the entire life, 20 years.
So what I'm saying is that maybe on only from this perspective, Ebia, for minute, there are certain things that you perceive of.
Yeah.
Number one, Ebia management crowd tries. A brand so combat. So you our game. Into the opposite whatever your demands are, no. You see a meeting at the mount, but in place.
You see,
so we decided on the no matter what I obey, they will leave
on
Ebia and Ebia the Liverpool hack, and leak information with the man in man agenda. So also
I get a point free Urban, but I think that Liverpool are one club. It's a very big club. Debatable there, but for me, I think that in England they are the biggest in terms of numbers, in terms of finances. Any the Manchester United that was recent, but in terms of achievement, any Adriana born a year born, what a Mac club a year bigger. Liverpool was recent Manchester United because they've won the Champions League more than United in terms of Premier League. So trophy wise, any other, I'll pick them ahead of you. But this is a 70 fan base near the banner. Then Manchester United comes into the discussion. I think that how some clubs. For Chelsea, Man United, Arsenal, they treat players, how they respect players and give them money and deal them. No, Liverpool and yes, sir. Now pick Luis Diaz for example. A player like Luis Diaz about Liverpool. Now try him and man. He moves to Bayern Munich and he's been paid more 3 times of what he was.
Liverpool,
that's what I'm saying. Konate no, and yes, born on 1 person about Liverpool, but a player like Ibrahima Konate, you born di Konate, he's not even getting up to 100,000. A week. Until he sat down and look at Kophobia game year bo mudi defenders be a year bo mudi cast and Wesley for fun at Chelsea. Born will be 3 days be away, but he's chucking over 150,000. Me year Jumanina and I'm being paid 80,000. Liverpool league ya ye on team about 4 or 5 important players. That Ibrahima Konate. And to such player and the contract air running out. Now Obo and himself. You are giving me a contract extension, but I think that I deserve better. Give me maybe 150 to 200,000. Now Liverpool earning them 120,000. Real Madrid beat actually. Air Culture said, do not extend. Come to Real Madrid. Rudiger Moji in excess of 200,000. We can give you that 200,000. Or you nipa. And don't forget, say, yeah, no, your background be you free. No. You look at the society, you look at community, free mono. Sika matters to us very much. Sure. Nickelobi will tell you, say. Yeah, you're part of the world now. If you know, unya sika, by 40% of sikana when you're there, they are canny family because responsibilities. Not also, he's a French boy, but me know him so on your France ni. Or body man the French national team, but on your France ni. Ninchi free, I be brima to say ninchi free. So the responsibility are what those and conforms. Now yeah, was right. I think that the best thing. Carragher, any Liverpool former players, if they have any advice, they should advise the hierarchy of the club. Say, look. These are players are important. They've sacrificed for the club time and name now boy stage they deserve whatever they are calling for. If you have for now over 150,000 pounds a week, how much more Ibrahima Konate consistently watch us he can give it out.
And baby, I know yeah drink cry say. I mean Liverpool need to make him.
Derby, you are okay. Financially you are comfortable.
So what to me cover player 150
of course.
At the bar. You can't tell me you don't have money.
What do you mean to now Florian Vates more 120. Isaac 150. Milos Keke 120. I think that they over 400 to meet the demands of the boy. For me, or not by a good player when he stays at Liverpool than bringing in another player because of how and slot a managing them. I say judging club days at Liverpool not or me who say offer player about integration into the team. It doesn't take much time. And on Rashid will be even into the starting 11. Or starting kakran. By the time you realize you are a starter, you are good to go. What Chelsea manager and area with Esteban Willian and some of the young, but that is how it's supposed to be. But Liverpool, then it's not like that. So for me, I think that he will be perfect if he stays than Liverpool bringing in another player. So opening was and become.
Me no.
I can say Ronaldo too.
Kitue.
And also so Real Madrid and
number 9.
on Famano. I think that Mbappe is doing so well. He does not need Obia here coaching, but baby Mbappe Ginas here. And when you look at Real Madrid in the La Liga this season, they've scored 26 goals. Wasemu 13. So 50% of Real Madrid goals. This is the season now, all bought as the arrowhead. Last season now, if you have a boy, people know about Eddie free wings or Eddie. So I think that Kakran adaptation into the center forward role, he's adapting perfectly. He need motivation. He need encouragement. The NTN and say goes number and say it is not basically Kylian Mbappe's fault. Team na ankasa enya problems. Yete productions is here now. Come a series of stories are popping up from Real Madrid indicates that Xabi Alonso have a problem because he have one match now. Vinicius Junior 8 me and Jude Bellingham 8 me question Thibaut Courtois why intia ya keke ball dey be edison na ya pass ma Valverde obo na enkwa clearly tells us that the players na nkasa are not okay with the system until they play game and ever fit to mama ball na do anymore more and Kylian Mbappe does his job. You can be Ronaldo, you can be anybody, you can coach, you can guide, but supply na ma
you struggle. Okay. Abi yam fenso na yento adwumade no sin 104.5 yeni nkomo kakra yene time heba for ni nkomo na yewia ya to adwumade no so e de amam 104.5 yedi apomdi nkomo kakra na ba mi hu na chewu. Good morning, Papa.
Good morning, Richard.
How to say?
Now me adrum, me ho din na won sway.
I'm go sushi. I do do guy.
Me wo hosa wo hwehwe me. Me wo.
Oh, Ghana ya.
Me say hey ya. Oh hwehwe me. Me
wa. Cousin ko family ka okobi.
Me wa ha pa, me wa ha.
I see.
Ti ase. Dede bia me to nkan ti me de.
Ye ni nkomo ni ewia ni e decide issues no. E nkomo ha.
You.
Time heba.
Sa pepe Richard.
Any hu nkomo kakra.
Yo rich me da say any akwanya wo de ama me. Anope ye de nchie free time. Asue ma obibia otie Nhyira 104.5 FM so. Me da for pa ebresu say na time heba for yet na say dia. Na wa wugitum se apomudin komo e na ye de ebre wo. Say he bronya no enu amu na ye wura no ye di bronya no so ate ase. Doctor say won pese obi ade yade ebe di bronya. Enu ntie na time heba for yet ha. Ye nupa ye dia badwaso no e na ye kamfo e de ama wo sese wunya ye duro bi na se wo no no ma ebeboa wo ebesiesie wo nipadua ebemu apomuden no CPS itadi ama wo kwasem ni se ye ka se time herbal center ye ni dwumaku a ye de time herbal mixture aba yade adro yi ba ye ache yie emfie adro atwam adro nda so gina ne naso san se eye malaria fever dro tatahwe a se wuti eye wo ya na wonom anekọ awodew wonom time anekọ se bi wo honam ye wo ya okokete so wontumi na obi se he me honam mu twetweme ne ade oba se me nsebuo ntumi mayie yenum nyina ye wo hawo wo ni padua mu a adro ne ye TIME enu achi no doctor the time herbal mixture ene ne capsules wo de aba adro we nso boa pa ma immune system na ho de no ne naso yie pa ye no pai nya na e wo pharmacy shop herbal shop chemical shop baby a wokwa obenya bi ato o pe doctor na nnedi nkomo e bia na yare bi e hawo o pe so ni doctor twetwe nkomo fa wo ya de ho obi kro ho pe so odi na didie mpo ma doctor kire ne kom be fa so obi didi number no e 0244 417 669 0244 417 669 me da for part time your number e didi no eno no ene me ne wudi nkomo kakra afa ye dura ye frɛ ne sɛ time herbal mixture anase ne capsules ehom me do for pa wo tie me anase o hwɛ me wa wugitum sɛ time herbal for de yen no ye nnuro bia ye de badwa so bia ya na ano edin ena ya na ano enam adenti asan sɛ eye oba de hahama enu bina enu nsini ena doctor ekeka bom ena wo de ye aduro na no na doctor ekeka hahama nu bina abobom every time herbal mixture anasa ne capsules wodi aba edwaso na no kwasem ni se ye di eduro yi beduru wo mayi mu no se de Ghana fo asia je eduro no atum na wonnom enom na ede bresiesie wo mu ni padua nti no se ya medi ho adanse anche Nhyira tiefo a na ye ni mu eni ni yie time herbal mixture anasa ne capsules no ubowura mu pharmacy shop herbal shop chemical shop a ubenya bi ato na wo so watimi anonom na abo asiesie wo ni padua eduro no dwuma edie nyina ne se ɛyɛ yɛn nkomo we yɛ nipadua mu no ɛyɛ yɛ immune system no na aduro ne siesie ɛde ma yɛn esan sɛ ɔdoma nkoma bɔ nipadua no na wɔde asrafo ne gu mu no wɔn mo na ebu yɛ nipadua ho ban ɛde free sabi yadeɛ ahodoɔ anyina ɛho enti obi wɔ hɔ no ma de bia yareɛ na edi ne so akɔneaba yareɛ na edi ne so afurusane adenti akyerɛ sɛ nkomo na ɛsɛ sɛ nkomo tumi bɔ nipadua ne ho ban ɛfiri yadeɛ ahodoɔ ho no wɔn ma ho ɔde ne wɔ nipadua mu no aba fam ɛno nti na ama yadeɛ edi wo so akɔneaba saa no obi wɔ abɔ nsa na nsi twam ne nipadua nim na bɔwuram na akɔfa nipadua ne no mum obi wɔ apollo twam na bɔwura nipaduam kyɛ sɛ ɛnsansan ne adeɛ wɔn nyinaa ɛkyerɛ wo sɛ wɔnkomo a wɔ nipadua ne mu a sɛ sɛ nkɔmo tumi gyina brane ɛwɔ nipadua ne bɔ nipadua ne ho ban no wɔn ho ɔdene no ɛkɔ fam ɛno na time herbal mixture anaasɛ ne capsules no sɛ adwuma no na wɔyɛ ogu nipadua ne mu a ɔhyɛ nkomoa ne dene wɔma immune system na ho ɔdene no ɛgyina so yie paa ɛno nti ɛba sa yadeɛ bi wɔ nipadua mu no wɔn pampam yadeɛ ne nyinaa ɛde ba abɔnten no kwasɛm ne sɛ yɛdure sɛ wɔnom a na wusi ban abɔ ban ɛwɔ nipadua mu ɛfiri yadeɛ ahodoɔ nyinaa ho san sɛ ɛyɛ nsiakyi ba ɛde ma wɔ nipadua ɛduro ne yɛ time herbal mixture anaasɛ ne capsules medɔfo pa wonya binom a ɛduro ne de brɛ ɛbɛsiesie nipadua no ɛde ama wo woyɛ ɔbaa na wotie mi anɔpɛ mesro tie mi yie paa time herbal mixture anaasɛ ne capsules no doctor yɛ aduro ne ɛde ama wo wɔbɛ bi a sɛbi wahemfie hɔ ɛnneɛma nkɔ yie ɛwɔ hɔ wɔbɛ bi sɛ mahemfie hɔ no yɛ na ɛhɔ keka me yɛ na ɛhɔ ɛyɛ mehene yɛ na ɛhɔ ɛdwa me obɛtumi atiti na sesa na yɛ kuro ɔbɛ bi sɛ me deɛ medwonso a mebrɛ ansa na kakra aba ɛsan sɛ na ahemfie hɔ ayɛ kuro nti no wɔdwonso na dwonso kɔfa mu a na sɛbi wɔbɔ ne nsa no time herbal mixture ɛbɛdi wakagyina mu ɔbaa ɛbɛsiesie wahemfie hɔ ɛde ama wo wɔbaa sɛbi o pampan bɔne agye wahemfie abɔ soɔ no ɛduro ne ɛte ne tɛ koraa ɛno koraa deɛ time herbal mixture no sɛ wonya bɔtɔ baako na wonom a wɔbaa paa sɛbi pampan bɔne agye wahemfie abɔ soɔ no ɛbɛtu n'ase ɛde afiri hɔ koraa ɔbaa bi si sɛbi mahemfie hɔ kwan no ɛbie ɛno nti mene me kuru di mpam agora na ama dede kakra wɔ kyire agorɔ no so ɔbaa pa ɛde paa o ɛno nti wudi nso ne kwan sɛ dede bɛkyire adeɛ na wɔ sɛ muti mekye so hu ɛno nti sɛ ɛntimi mma sa mfa ma wo a wonya time herbal mixture anaasɛ ne capsules na sɛ wo no a sɛbi nsuo bi a ɛwɔ ahemfie hɔ a ɛnam so ama kwan na bie ama wo ne wo kuru di mpam agora dede wɔkyire ne adeade no time herbal mixture no ɛbɛtu n'ase ɛde afiri hɔ de ama wo wɔba wahemfie hɔ bɛwo ɛhɔ bɛkye ɛhɔ bɛyɛ hyam pampan bɔne bɛfiri hɔ na wɔba wo mese wobɛyɛ de wobɛgyinagyina mu sɛ abele aba bowuram ɛwɔ pharmacy shop herbal shop chemical shop wokɔ a wo so pɛ time herbal mixture anaasɛ ne capsules wonya binom a ɛbɛboa wo ama bronya yi nso so no watumi agyina mu adi ne yie mesrɛ sɛ maka biribi wɔ nti aseɛ anaa mpɛ sɛ memmɔ wo yadeɛ so a gyea namba no frɛ yɛn kyerɛ wo haw mu kyerɛ doctor ɛyɛ 0244 417 669 0244 417 669 ano nti me nua ba kɔpɛ duro yɛ kyerɛ kwan na no nom fama me na ɛmmoa ɛmfa brɛ ɛnsiesie sɛbi wo bɛm ɛne wahemfie ɛmfa ma wo ɔbaa bi wɔ hɔ no ma ɔne ne kuru di mpamu agora wobɛhu sɛ yɛbɛkyerɛ ne sa yɛkɔ ɔhen ba yɛ nyinaa na ɔda hɔ na ɔhwɛ bɛrima yi bɛpem no na ɔda hɔ na ɔhwɛ no ade nti asɛn sɛ na tenka na ɛwɔ sɛ nka ɔte no ɛkɔ akyiri ɛsan yɛade ahodoɔ a abɛgye sɛbi ne nipadua ne ne baa abɔ soɔ nti no time herbal mixture bɛdi wakagyina mu ɛyi saa haw no nyinaa ɛde afiri hɔ yɛka ne sei no na yɛnya yɛkunu no mu wɔakyire ɛmɛɛmɛ yi yɛka aduro yi nso ɛde ama mo san sɛ ɛnyɛ mma nko a aduro na time herbal capsules no koraa deɛ me se sɛ woyɛ bɛrima na wotie mi anɔpɛ yi na wonya bɔtɔ baako pɛ de kɔsi wo fie wo mpa no ati fi na sɛ wo nonom a ɛbɛboa wo paa bɛrima bi a sɛbi dwonso ho yɛ wo dene wo dwonso a wo brɛ ansa na bi aba kakra bi bɛba wobɛhu sɛ deɛ aka na aka wo bɛrima mu wobɛhu sɛ obi sɛbi mehwuam ɛne me bɛrima mu yɛ na ɛyɛ me ya paa bɛrima bi sɛ me dwonso wie a na nsu fitaa na ɛfiri me bɛrima mu na ɛba obi okura bɔhu sɛ mogya na ɛfiri ne bɛrima mu ɛba saa hawe nyinaa ɛwɔ wo bɛrima mu a bɛrima ɛtim ma ayɛ mmerɛ wɔ mpam wobɛhu sɛ ɔno ɔba ne di mpam agorɔ wotia wo break so abɔhu sɛ na atɔ fam wobɛhu sɛ wokɔ baako abɔhu sɛ woda hɔ ne mu ntutuo time herbal mixture no me say doctor ɛsan sɛ nyame di nimdeɛ ne adom ne nti no enubena ne hahama ne abena ne hini a ɔde yɛ aduro yi no ano ɛdin yie paa ɛno nti bɛrima sɛ wonya yɛ aduro yi time herbal mixture ana anane capsules ni bi na se wono no mo a se de besi aboa wo etu yade efri wo be mamu ntem ama watumi ade wo ho etimi abo adwuma wo mpam no enya asam ketwa enu ti be ma bi asebio uti a wo break so na to form se wo be mamu kekawo wo be mamu hyehyew dwonso ho ya wo dene wo kwaketa so koda utimi sore be brudu ena wa dwonso wenum nyina eye yare bi hu sunsuanso time herbal capsules ebedi wa kagina mu ebebo tu sa haw ni nyina ase ede afri ho ama wo so wani je timi awie wo peye be me na mesro bro nyane na ye die no pedro yi bi no mame na emmoa ebusu immune system no ana esiesie wo nkomoa no na ebo yiyi yade bia ede afri wo be memu so ede amam ebebo ma otumi aye adwuma wo mpamu yie pa ama etimi ama mo apiafo enu nti be me na time herbal mixture anasa ne capsules no bowrem ewo pharmacy shop herbal shop chemical shop ekope bi neto me so be ma wuto to bi ko mo ba na ofie oba wuto to bi ma be ma na ofie na me hye mo bose mo be no boto ba ko mienu be wie no obo se apomuden mapa apomuden toma no na moafa efra na bibia so akonkan ewo nipaduanim ediamam abusua ebre na ye be ya mo ya de so a enkyere se time ye nu ya de anu aduro ewo ho ye wo mane bro so na ha no ebre na ye de ye adwuma nti na ye ntimi kan ya de ni nyina ewo ha enu nti me di doctor number ni etudwa ediamam fa na frɛ no de ekoso ni paduam de etete wo ni paduanim ya de ahodo bi e wo ni paduanim no ye nso time herbal for ye bi ye pono de amam ye betumi asa ediamam je number na me nsɔre so eye 0244 417 669 0244 417 669 Kaisa time no eye TIME eno eye malaria fever dro tatahwe bro nya wunya binomo a ede brebetu malaria sedia mawo ena time herbal mixture anasa ne capsules eno so eboa esiesie onkomo no ede amawo amani pedua na fa ne ntoma pa ede fra ye de tiefo ne yahwefo asesamoje bre na mutie ye nyame yaduma da sene ye besan ne mo hia de apomuden ho nsem no abremo Richardo yakra obibia
atiefo ne mahwefo damase time do no nso de age atum du papa titiriu se wanya malaria de eduna ene TIME no otobi tie damase o ka no acha do ka mame bye. All right yentua jimede ne so 104.5 FM na yesterday show me catch us enne Tuesday 11th November 2025 exactly a year and 114 years and the house of folk yet and it is our concrete some kitokra house of folk team the technical team, the playing body, board management ubia and so shefa na omoda denya nkopon asese yete house of folk enne na omo enya 114 yes yebedi house nkomo ne ahwe house journey no say na akwakoye ameni enim say o de baye ne ye normal abrabo ikra abrabo no I ups and downs so to de bi oruma enema be koyia to de bi so ho a na enema ayi bibi kakra yebehwe house of folk sa ups and downs ni nyina no omo atimi amiti omo expectations ana utie other school of thought omo feel so oh house the bunny infrastructure is a probimani ade no it looks like house of folk omo take that box but on the football play no the sporting aspect no and the Honda house etosini kakra because omo feel say house modern bo e wo park no so no and sheda enkoyi sa what they compare previously has a performance na amunso danedi awo eya agopama no so a oni sa afo ne adwen ana ono mo anya adwen oba so ka edifa house of folk ene omo enya 114 hu bia no obetimi dia ba awo YouTube Nhyira TV na akinkan dia ma second bomb say happy 114th anniversary to my darling club house of folk but in fact birthday not to many so Reverend Collins amwa hanipo but we move baby nyamienu kwani house for na de na ha mo that defeat no munya editia
3 days to your birthday now they shoot you your better rival
se papa but
nina mo no mo ankasa no mo post ne na acha na che no mutimi post ne
my ko exam mo ankasa official speech no has a grand omintimi emu post no but before no ye be discussing no see ha no man come man somra da mene former management member at the House of Folk Edi in common in Aziz Haruna Futa. Aziz Otimenka, good morning, Deba Kumasi.
Good morning, ma. As you said,
Yamia Domiahoya Pa, now so
it's been a while.
Sure, it's on catch a pa.
Okay.
First of all, before you ever call into a yen samuna, you ever say a kanwa samano pay no. House of Folk enya 114 years and then minimum they will can't china club now for yen common can into us.
Oh, first of all, may I say, Mr. Emma will see food in our especially House of Folk in Chicago, Ashanti. Any of course, 114 years is not a joke. Sankai Nipa and Kasisi Sanipa now until Krapoma. It's not a joke. And a lot of clubs are almost Yatino. Even before House of Folk, no, there are a lot of them, no, or Matiada. So I will congratulate House of Folk, fraternity, now all the family of House of Folk, from Nanike to Atua Hoy, to the late Professor Mills, to Commodore Mensa, to Ariza Paul, and a something near any CC to any now. I know say I forget a lot of names, but I salute all the soldiers of Accra House of Folk. Inshallah, we have kept this thing up to now. It's one of the best class in Ghana. Yes.
Then a bear fair said I mean a long journey and a House of Folk Monso Motimi a training to know Miss Regina in passports and then na yenina niakase happy 114th anniversary to Accra House of Folk.
Thank you.
Now and only did to me second question.
Yes.
I mean, a former management member at the House of Folk. And like you said, a long journey, 114 years a day. Sabi, Sanke Nipakra, Kabi out to Hiche Mana, Bigrankas Abbey, and can you hop on out to Nsa at the Afro? Yinza Brabonosono, ups and downs. Now, Sir Osha projections are more, Sabra now, your management member. Baby, and a House of Folk, more final destination. At this point, and 114 years, you because a House of Folk, much more meeting expectations.
Okay. Meeting expectations is another thing. But the part is there. You divide the House of Folk into 3 generations. Your family, let's say, but let me bring it back closer to like Muhammad Tulu Mutai, Anas Fonda Mutai, they make history of House of African Cup. There's a House of Folk you produce your song 5. So Kaya, on Kakra, what you know. Mohammed Puno, Amuso, they did what they have to do. That make us, some of us, to grow. You bet say, you know, players, you know, to say Mohammed Puno, any Anas Tondamo, those guys, any Omo Amaki Katika, they hold a certain level of basketball. You are free work. Now, Abasha Mokwe, Isaac Alamu, almost almost time, you know. So, okay, and now, what time after the time? And now, what time after the time? Oh, no, now. Obey the mission or also or come with certain players, Okopap, like the Kumamu, and the rest are almost so. I'm going to know more on the home money. I'm going to know Paka, Yawa. You just had the grace, you know, everywhere. About the build up from Atua Hoy, no, Professor Mills, Atua Hoy, to Commodore Mensa, Mekabot. Wait. Now, if you come on the next generation now, and then the golden era of Hasselhoff. A whole night is Melado, Chastela, or Selkuse. Mention them. Chasalu Tibu, Stephen Ketebo,
Samia Jenum.
Samir Jemo, Sani Wahabu, Usman Wahabi. Those qualities. And the ultimate champions. Let me share protocol. Let me configuration. Intimino protocol. But say now. It doesn't bother me anymore. It doesn't bother me. Like you may keep the cap in Kumasi. So, on a start time, you know, has 8 meters secretariat. I get the first club in Ghana. It's me now. A very beautiful secretariat in the heart of Accra. A beautiful home. And I have. Evergreen said, in the same Commodore Mensa era, and a something more near Ibu, Stephen Akote, the late Allah Jihad, Titi Brothers, near Ibu, you can mention them. Decided, say, if I say, you have to be called flotation. Your flotation. And Eddie, you know, Eddie Bama, the biggest shareholder of the club. I don't know your board chairman as of now to be affected. So this time they also choose to create infrastructure. Our Pobima. Oja, they have also done well. And say, I stand to be corrected. To be regime no buy. That is the time I'm missing now opportunity to be a management member of Hasselhoff. And you crowd also let me every day about 1 or 2 weeks. But since then, up to now, we can't boast anything on the pitch apart from the infrastructure. So, in football, so beside me said, have we met our expectation? If yes or no? Because in football, there was a time those are two on the broken team of Hasselhoff 64. Yet me we need 6 consecutive starts. No club in Ghana. Yabusu Etimiko winning Champions League. Yabusu Etimiko winning Confederation Cup. This tells you that when it comes to the continent locally in Ghana, we have done our best. When it comes to Africa, we have done our best. But one would say, of course, team there, and Nipa name, and you do one. So it's a continual business. So I believe that, of course, we have a lot to do because such generation now, many times, now it's a new generation that I believe said this current management and the board, you also have to concentrate on the pitch.
Okay. Benka for say a former management member at the Accra House of Oak, Aziz Aruna Futa, and Enino Din Komo, and House of Oak, and 114 years. Aziz, and can come on the person kid, but for the sake of time, you know, I am Fawi and Fa in Chatona, Minister probably free beer you kono. Even Abatena, yet a young kama pa. This weekend, Mobo, Asante Kotoko. Oh, okay. Moya Namusa Rezi Aziz Bimna, Mimusa, my last question. Afi. Yamra Siduana, Yensu Yemidi, and Commandant. I mean, Sauti Aziza from Meme Pixeno. Aziz Pasua Chese, time I had to book a do the pinnacle pano. That was in the 2000s. Of which Sabredo, House of say League on Beje, say Africa on Beje. But as one more time, no, move Freddy off now. House of Folk a call flotation on the float t-shirts. Emma Yera Toga for the biggest shareholder, and answer the highest shareholder. Our House of Folk team, no. As one no, on also idea about football, no, a septic kakra. Now, and yet, park and so on. But in terms of infrastructure, but what I mean, Aziz in Ghana, Yentuaso Aziz.
Yeah.
Nami Bisasa Nabanisana Kotokobeshe.
Oh, I believe it is a game. As a Kotokobeshe, I always say, Ubeti Mishon say, if that she for us to sport Kotoko. All these things is an obstacle to hype the game. And then no credit. And then no credit. Say, you usually be natural play, photo play, maybe a sheen, and then no credit. It's just to say something and hype the game. But to be frank, I was at the stadium. I was so disappointed about the attendance.
Supporters number. No pass them cut off. Yeah, this is our best bet. Okay.
We don't have any team that can gather and full out about 45,000 seater capacity. 10 years ago, just recently, 10 years ago, we have a half league of the ball of Babayara. And our crowd for stadium. Ugo stadium, no. Say, match number started 3 o'clock. You have to be at the stadium at 4. You have to be at the stadium at 4. But now, maybe because stadium 3:30, then there's a lot of things. But yes, yeah, I believe that it was a good game, but it is not up to the standard. We lost. Protocol penalty, we say, is very soft, but it was a penalty.
Okay.
It was a penalty. You go now, you share, you know, at the stadium, I saw a very beautiful goal. A very beautiful goal. But after the match, me share clean back. You will say you play before the head is now it's in the offside position.
Okay.
I said out maybe the Chelsea ball, the two in the middle of two midfield defenders. What to me share a very wonderful goal.
Okay. At least for the sake of time, instead of now I can say supporters in Coast Stadium, the current management to salvage the situation.
They need to be closer to the supporters. They need to listen to the supporters. They need to take the team to the supporters. They need to at least market one or two of the players so that we can drive supporters to the stadium. But that is not what is happening. Mr. Amipo School. Yes, me man is school. Now we have cotton holes. Our Cantamanto. Now we have commerce stadium player because he's a wonderful player. It makes me happy. Our over hustle by then.
Mm-hmm.
But now, player men are aware. It is a program. Okay, let's say now the star of our team is the goalkeeper.
Which is Benjamin Asari.
So I am number one.
Mm-hmm.
The Bena has a program around him to take him to Accra more so that Obetina sign even autographs to draw the fans to the club.
Okay.
No. Oh. So Sanya marketing, big clubs like Real Madrid, Barcelona, Manchester United, Man City, they do that. Let me be a man. Barcelona were hyping him. It is part of the game. Get your own media. House of Hope has media presenters that they are House of Hope. Let them intentionally market the players.
Okay. Ate.
Yes.
Aziz, that's it for your time. So I'm busy, but as I said, Odo Brainy Biamana Edin Komo Nyamishaw. Former House of Folk management member Aziz Aruna Futa. And ekodi nkoma already concerns bibri bako supporters supporters I see omo enko stadium Zando.
Yeah, Rich.
Good morning.
Good morning. Very fine.
We come pa. I think I can say bibri first of all so utie na I said previously no say Ocean House in uniform but G team na now so adwini na ye yenji bibi wo park no so. But so the Togo Fede, Yera Togo Fede area, as well, no need na ye infrastructure, probably mine, secretariat, any adintiama, as our attention has shifted from park and so resort no, aqua infrastructure, and on no few say, and no crack can be nama, is a supporters and stadium.
Rich, and some Aziz Kayamudi and intro. I think that. And some people know kind in Iron Crew.
But same infrastructure is here.
No, I'm talking about all the field achievements. Which number one? Is it not true that as a folk in the last couple of years, am I that powerful?
I agree.
Yes. Because look, he mentioned the early 2000s. They were dominating to the extent that they go to the African continent, dominate as well. It didn't from Continental Club Masters. Omoji Africa competition, Omoji League, Omoji Baba Yara, Ebeji Trophy Cup. And at the time, House of Folk were high flying. But then as we speak, come more demo on the field of play the Pankasa. House or more Shadanyadi. The last time in fact, House of Folk between 2010 and 2022, they went for close to 10 years, no money Premier League trophy. Can you imagine? A big club like Accra House of Folk. It took some more board.
Yeah.
I don't know league. Or no Crowdy League in the project no more started more Tranketino. FA Canada, they more Tranketino. As we speak, team neighbor. This is indeed Dramani. You know, next year away matches on my day. But we both your money. House of Folk, the other church home form table. No, that all.
How's the Davy?
Yes, because Utimi United both about draw out of Lions. And funny results. You see, Rich.
A recruitment no money.
They be a mekase. Talk about February 14th. Why ya dear papa? In fact, and near more project a wire of Pomimano, and ya Ghanaian standard. And what's a club from the African continent quite in very precisely what I'm saying. But I didn't think the young can was him. I think the communication department of House of Folk is failing. Opera in the brand here. Only a monumental failure. Unim de see an pay. And they has 114th anniversary. Huh? Kotoko ebe tweety e congratulate has e bo mama so wish you happy birthday. Or true for se dancing in here. Huh? Rechuti. About an hour ago, Anna Kotoko be tweety say, and they has my birthday too. Since you have forgotten it's your birthday today, Kotoko say has some reference name my birthday or more kaimo. In the space of social media, after the time Kotoko tweety way to congratulate House of Folk no more choice.
Me buy my first question. I'm sorry, Big Grand and Buzano. Mako has official X page.
Yes.
Has a 114
yes.
Nothing. News anywhere. A for birthday no.
And you see, they are joking because they say new media and it goes beyond traditional media. Social media is reigning now. So Twitter, now X, formerly Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, what are you doing to appeal to the greater audience out there? So, and then it has special day, 114 years, on the occasion of your 114th anniversary. These are the things we are doing. Unim. Kotoko Twitter sana meka Kotoko ebi omu truly has because omu rivals. And I'm check has page. Me ko check has page Rich. Can you imagine their last post at the time was 20 hours ago. Omu releasing statement on Mr. Mohammed. Yeah. And in Gwase no. Has is one of the biggest clubs in this country. They should be up and doing. I am communication expert in the Kwame Parado. It's not always about granting interviews to selected media stations in Accra. It goes beyond that. If you want Accra as a folk to get the needed visibility, has to put me mind facility every organ hanum say. Uncle occasionally we see a documentary. Every fly on social media. People see that get to enjoy.
How's in this documentary? Oh, YouTube.
I don't know what I'm saying. The last time now no na me din komo supporters leadership ya now no to abamo omo call omo secretariat no omo we bibi ano omo te. When I saw the video me bufu esin will be you see, we're talking about what brings money into the club and then what pushes the club and my club no valuable. There are only 6 teams Africa continental treble no or my EB. If we are seeing our clubs or my side, no 21. Heart of Folk is one of those teams. This is a big brand. Oko House Secretariat. Or more, yeah, they are no mark of a table, baby. So no more the Montoman house colors, no flag. I've seen any. Chiri banners, everything be no empty.
No backdrop.
Talking about club, Waji Ghana League 6 times at once in the
club,
Waji Champions League, Waji Confederation Cup, Waji Super Cup, Waji League 6 at once. And near my house, when you attract, Ubi say, I want to tour Heart of Folk and see achievement and near my own. But all these things, say, you want to take time to read and study about the club. Supporters and Quadano Moba Sisino, any man, but at least it should be something visible. And go focus on Santiago Bernabeu, 200 euros per day. Echo tour. I was Santiago Bernabeu to go watch achievement and near Madrid. No, I get it, but so we are investor, rich, Unakuta rich group and companies, and a house to book for NO Edin Como. They want you to come on board, but sponsor heart for Sikabra, your investor or club. No, you go to meet House of Folk, almost secretariat, or back on a backdrop, now white, pure white, BBN. There is nothing that speaks value of the club. No. You be free on say be a walk on. You've planned to make economy attracting me. I'm going to sponsor the team. I'm going to invest $1 million. What you saw there, it does not entice anything from you. To be free on over $200,000.
Good impression.
Exactly. Club name position and branding who to the level on team they attractive and conforce say mom rather move for because Zando was talking about a near my LC team near the Aziz Ekan was off the pitch. I believe that clubs will be home fast anger. Example here, Arsenal. When they wanted to invest or Emirates, you know, they stopped doing some things and then more results of park. So now, maybe I feel any number if you fighting consistently for the past 5 years. Arsenal pushy try everything to get trophy. Yeah, boy, my Chidi also me and Netflix FC. Now pick out the book for instance. How's a free time now no successful parking so about off pitch and then you can support any team. I will support you. As a maybe a debatable, but from where I sit. Hearts of Folk is the most valuable club in Ghana.
Which is true.
Because when we talk
about yes,
in terms of
infrastructure,
yes. It means that off the pitch, you come back to pitch. I will agree with anybody who says, "Hey, I am a coach. Be near man a 5-year project, on farm building and drone house ever started successful." I will agree with anybody from that score. Again, Aziz Aruna Futa, a raise concern say value now ever has Musi say no house Edison Faswana. Last time, let me think when I was telling Uncle Fosse the Ekuta house of Uxi. Sekotoko any Kuta side and Kotoko the bomber to Krumubenya support is more than the house in your own crime. Oh, Black Stars #1. Watch World Cup qualify 6 games. Clean sheet back 5. Untimi did home. Project play and M brand. Now no consider one go. Now what agenda is set in the media space and supporters who are consider good. Drop no, you should be protecting him. You should be doing things. Mobile canvas supporters. Eddie Afrino. As this footer can say Real Madrid more no. Omo big sponsors na near mo ntie timi the players ni pie audio se wan han na ya mo ka na ya hu omo Benjamin Asare na ya mo dia say Malcolm say any other company and other player na be kwa brand ni pare mani munye dru mani value enkosoro they are not doing it ka kra nyo bi na talk card che no
asemo
enyo bi na talk card che no so house na the 114 wadi ya wish you happy birthday but the club currently the administrator of the club are not doing things to make sure say value now I will say about team no so munya okay value so against Kotoko nti obey they won't me impose 2 hour day because all is to Kotoko
yemfa course be na bi na inventory on kitu ebimra emeto adwumade ni so mama is 104.5 0320835821 8358 83 House of Folk enya 114 years dey na woka Richard Babuaso. We didn't come here to Maso.
Richard Vatame Patola and Reserve Disaster.
Pato.
Richard.
Pato means you.
Yes, I did with our fans and a message neighbor. Richard. Time on Munya appointment to Abaya Chomono. No move here to be moved. And no more position. Omunya Momoa. Oh dear. Can prepare time or your appointment now sending Kakao has in some more.
Maybe a monana monfeno.
Yen I'm fair one. I think Buta, any man is Buta. Which are the red name man is Buta. I did not say I don't do that. It's only not our. So that's here in car. Now, query to say, a parliament, and I say political parties in 24. We see more how much show me just as a photo for your boy here. And now I can't tell me, show me Facebook. Say, how to focus with Sokoto for my because I kept 2 days. Near could be your birthday. On the by younger crown porter for 8 minutes. And when I say, may I forget I see I'm a boo. I see me papa. I see me. And I do my do this why you team boys the ball effort. But I mean one wine.
Okay. Yamo be some maybe. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Robert.
Rich.
Now to say.
Yami with the now I got to concern. I said, are you walking out to vote supporters in Japanese?
Popo Bibi Abo.
Oh, medium bomb. Better bomb. Now you press the crowd, move on the crowd. Or maybe really bonus in the crowd. It's all community. Community. No people body, no body ambitious with you. And it's only in the someone else. You have to bomb here. Now, Rich. And they have brought up to give baby. What to be there? I am going to book pay for the Abaso. Now I am going to go for the Abaso. Now, Papa no Bojuma, now I can't get to be here. Also, I am going to go supporters because they say, the house in the area, baby, I'm having.
I think that's it. Yam fa last caller na intwa homra. Hello.
Ricardo.
Coco doctor.
Ricardo.
Bernard Amwani a odin hia.
Air conditioning special this year phone as okay na so mpiki. Ricardo. And now no there referee no say the can na some fan na ke kwa akobobo no so yentie yen. Ama referee asa akoye that dey pm. Kese ball pa player team ye firi de no kokwa de ball opposite kick atwa tene mama ball na se. Ah kese goal no Ghana player bi akwa se bi wo Ghana adaw. Na people referee wa ni go ya ma go ya nyina ma go ni go no anye top four. Ah asini o Ricardo. Asini papa anyway ye bi awoda na kopon ento nshire nso papa nwu ye so won say ask call from team bi team ko to African Cup ma Ghana ha. Enti na ye bi awoda e die mini se nyankopon be hira ya ma ha aye na ade ni biem am ya akọ jet confederation in Africa nyina na ye be di nyina Champions League nyina abo ma Ghana mu
ate benana moni em so na ate from pamcho mi twam nkitu bi aba na ya beto aso dia ma mi 104.5 ye ba also previously no say Osha has in penifom but G team na na as adwini na ye yenji bibi wo park no so but so already Togo afede yero Togo afede area aso no ne de na ye infrastructure pobi mine secretariat any adintiama as our attention has shifted from park no so resort no akọ infrastructure and on few say and no crack can be na ma is supporters and stadium
Rich and semana Aziz kan mu de na intro I think that and some people know kind of no crew.
But same infrastructure is only
no. I'm talking about all the field achievements. Which number one, is it not true that as a folk in the last couple of years, am I that powerful?
I agree.
Yes, because look, he mentioned the early 2000s. They were dominating to the extent that they go to the African continent, dominate as well. And then they from Continental Club Masters, Omoji Africa competition, Omoji League, Omoji Baba Yara. J trophy co. And at the time, House of Folk were high flying. But then as we speak, come more demo on the field of play the Pankasa. Has or more the last time or more, in fact, House of Folk between 2010 and 2022, they went for close to 10 years, no money Premier League trophy. Can you imagine a big club like Accra House of Folk? It took some more body. Yeah. I don't know, League or no Crowdy League in the project no more started more Tranketino. FA Canada de Momo Tranketino. As we speak, one shadow whom more than my team neighbor. This is indeed Dramani. You know, honesty away matches on my there, but I'm both your money. House of Folk, the other church home form table no. I'm that all.
How's it your money?
Yes, because ultimately Ho United both you know about draw out of Lions and funny results. You see, Rich,
a recruitment no money.
There be a mekase. Talk about further the 14th. Why ya dear papa? In fact, and near more project why you Pomimano and ya Ghanaian standard. And what's a club from the African continent quite be precisely what I'm saying. But I didn't think the can was him. I think the communication department of House of Folk is failing. Or pardon in the man here. Only a monumental failure. Who did they see on a pay? And they has 114th anniversary. Huh? Kotoko, ebe tweety, e congratulate has ebo mama so wish mo happy birthday. Or true for se dancing in here. Huh? Rechuti. About an hour ago, Anna Kotoko be tweety say, and they has my birthday too. Since you have forgotten it's your birthday today, Kotoko say has some reference name birthday or more kaimo. In the space of social media, after the time I got a tweety way to congratulate House of Folk, no more choice.
Me buy my first question. I'm sorry, Grand and Buzano. My has official X page.
Yes,
has a 140
yes.
Nothing. You should be anywhere for birthday no.
And you see, they are joking because they say new media and it goes beyond traditional media. Social media is reigning now. So Twitter, now X, formerly Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, what are you doing to appeal to the greater audience out there? So, and then has special day, 114 years on the occasion of your 140th anniversary. These are the things we are doing. Unim. Kotoko China Sana because Kotoko ebi omu troli has because omu rivals. And I'm going to check has page. me ko check house page rate. Can you imagine their last post at the time was 20 hours ago. Omo releasing statement on Mr. Mohammed.
Yeah.
And in Gwase no. Haas is one of the biggest clubs in this country. They should be up and doing. I am communication expert in the Kwame Parado. It's not always about granting interviews to selected media stations in Accra. It goes beyond that. If you want Accra's folk to get the needed visibility, Haas will put me mind. Facility every organ hanum say. And occasionally we see a documentary. Every fly on social media. People see that get to enjoy.
Haas in this documentary. Oh, YouTube.
I don't know saying. And the last time, now no me didn't come. Supporters leadership here now no to about more. Omo call omo secretariat no mo we be no mo te. When I saw the video, me bufu esin will be You see, we're talking about what brings money into the club and then what pushes the club and my club no valuable. There are only 6 teams Africa continental treble no or my EB. If we are seeing our clubs or my side, normally 21, how to focus one of those teams. This is a big brand. Oko House Secretariat. Or more, yeah, they are not Marco table, so no more Montoman house colors, no flag, I've seen any. Chiri banners, everything be no empty.
No backdrop.
Talking about club, Awaji Ghana League 6 times at once in the club, Awaji champion.
In Cap, our Japan. I know what you about. Why?
Joseph Anan, goalkeepers, Joseph Anan, Lawrence Atizigi, and Benjamin Asare. Me and son on defenders, Derek Kwon, Jerome Opoku, Jonas Ajete, Caleb Irenchi, Gideon Mensah, Abrante from Mohamed Salisu, Ebenezer Anan, Kojo Opon Pepra, and Afiali Dusedu. In Fifiono, Abu Francis, Prince Osu, Christopher Bonsuba, Kwasi Sibo, Abrante from Kamadi Suleiman and Afeni Mono, Kevin Nkrumah, Prince Osewusu, Prince Edu Kwabena, Brandon Thomas Asante, and Antoine Semenyo. There's a 3 local players in the castle ever from Kevin Nkrumah, Prince Owusu, Benjamin Asare.
So no Jiku, Pate, Jordan, Kudus, and Joseph Painter.
Set on a Pambeka no premier sponsors.
All right.
Bet to say we bet to bet influencer. Mr. Ucha bet bet you know. Na what we know. Obetuma show code no the mo nyano no so twabia or 4% commission ewom and it's no do bet we no na wo senya commission but we see www.betway.com.gh na twa bet no betway na be etumi fine entumi emfa emma
Atefo na yabo en wakofa adum kase na bremba birthday mienu na yen sorin free enkonwam first one DJ Couscous general manager Adema Boss FM or say Yemeshe ne mame Mrs. Anna Otre awo atonsu agogo shoe factory ho Yemeshe ne mame happy birthday mommy baby a obi no Mrs. Anna Otre happy birthday to you mommy Yamisha na anya okese o mani nyina se Nyankopon enkoso anu nkrakra o ma nkwatenten ahodi wom na Nyankopon enkoso a enhyira Mrs. Anna Otre DJ Couscous ne mame enso eno sanso ena wiase mu nsam host apia kubi ase yamehye Inspector Bismarck Ejay awo eye nkonya FPU base in charge ose yamehye no happy birthday Inspector baby a obia no Inspector Bismarck onso yamehye happy birthday nyamisha na onkoso a enya okese agosi
abna we dey yakona ye listener back or South Africa. In fact, or where you showing through social media. Na na wada Kalipo GH where the mamemfa kwenya so na menwe so ahoda pa Nyankopon hira pa na onye wakoma so ade nyina mfama na kwakoyo we dey in fact from Sunyane and we follow sa eni asan ba bedu eja eso umfa ni agrokra and the Kalipo we dey happy birthday.
Atefo edumasi yakofa adum kase no amamenyame adum ebesan ene mo hia bad yeba na ede obra ato anjumadi no ede atom